Hi, I'm J.W. Spencer. You ever heard the phrase, talk about the things that you love, not about the things that you hate? Well, today I want to talk a little bit about that. I want to show you something in the King James Version of the Bible, the power of positive thinking, and about where that phrase comes from. Talk about the things that you love, not about the things you hate. Or, said another way, speak life. You ever heard that one? Yeah, I thought you might. Hi, I'm J.W. Spencer, and this is my vision quest. Yeah, so I am breaking out. I'm actually doing it. Screw it. It's the world is so crazy today. What the hell do I have to lose? I started this little project, and I still intend. I want to help you, so you can help me. So I can help my wife. My wife, Tracy, suffers from severe intestinal damage from cancer treatment. And it's been a really rough road for her. But all along this journey, we're talking, we spent a few times in the hospital, yeah. And she made me promise that instead of using oil paints, I have to use acrylic paints. It's like starting all over again. I can't tell you why. Well, I can't tell you why. I've gone to Bass Pro Shops. I like cargo pants. I know some people have this thing against people who wear cargo pants, but I like cargo pants. They call them utility pants from, cargo pants, but they're very utilitarian. I know I'm a utilitarian guy. Well, when I've been painting with oils, every time I paint with oils, I have, some rubber gloves I bought before the pandemic, and I would paint wearing my gloves, but invariably I would get the paint on my clothes, on my shorts specifically, and I've ruined about 3 pair, $25 a piece. So, what do? Well, you tell your wife, I have all these acrylic paints. I do have, in all honesty, I've got Winston, the oil mixable or water mixable oil paints. But the thing is, they're still oil. They're oil-based, water mixable. You should be able to clean them with water. But Jeff has found a way that whenever I have done that, they don't come out. So there's that. But I do have a couple of things that I want to share with you tonight. I said in an earlier video that I would show you how I spent a revenue ad sharing when Google gives me a check for revenue sharing, that I would show you how I use that money, right? So last month they gave me over $100. And I went out and bought something. I want to pull it up. I'm not going to review it tonight. I want to use it for about a year or more. Okay, a month. A month. I'll use it for a month. The reason why I got this, I'm using this to help my wife. My wife has taken up crochet, and it is something that relaxes her. It helps her be in the moment. She enjoys it. It's fun. It's relaxing. It takes her mind off the weirdness of the world. And she's able to produce something that is very usable. It's very warm. She makes really good blankets, and she's made for grandbabies and for people who are having kids. For somebody who's pregnant, she knows she'll go to the store and buy yarn and make a blanket. She's gotten really good at it. And I've told her that, hey, Tracy, you should really promote these things and sell them. And people would like to learn how you do this, and they might purchase these blankets for you. Well, okay, it's true. So let me go back here. I'm wearing this so I can listen to the music while I talk to you. Without these on, I can't hear the music. So I want to have some, I also have my computer sound piped in here too. But that's for later when, if I ever interview somebody on the phone, I want to get used to seeing me like this, because this is the way I want to present it. And I want to do this on a nightly basis. So it's something that is just natural. All right. My name is not Felix. My name is Jeff. Well, let me get this box. Okay, so here you go. This is the Grip Gear Director Set. And you see this? It has a slider, it has a dolly, it has a panoramic little gear here. It comes with a mount for a smartphone and a ball mount for a small mirrorless camera like a Canon M50. You can fit it on there. I've tried this with a Canon M50 and it works really well. This is 2 feet of rail for this slider. You can buy an extra foot for $15, and you can make that as long as you want, as long as you have supports underneath of it or some way to do it. And let me show you something else. I don't even know if you can see it. All right, this is my reel. Now look at that thing. That's as fast. That's on the highest speed setting. This is the rail. This little motor, I also have a remote control for this, but it has a bounce back function. Wow, I feel like a newscaster. A bounce back function that you can turn on or off. When it gets to the bottom, it will reverse direction and go up. Let me turn it off. Okay, so it takes about 2 hours to charge that thing. And it's really cool, and I think it'll come in really handy. Now, right now I have it set on a vertical plane, and you can do it horizontal. You can do all sorts of stuff with it. It has a dolly for doing like on a table where you want to go around like a Lazy Susan kind of thing. Anyhow, I'll show you that in the future. And I'll explain what it is. But I mean, for $130 on Amazon, links in below if you want to go ahead and try it now. I think it's a stellar buy. You can go to Precision Camera here in Austin and buy like $700, $800 for this, 4-foot rail. $130, can't lose. I mean, if you got a small camera, you got a large camera, this ain't going to work. Using a smartphone or using a Canon M50, that is ideal for this. I don't even think like a Nikon D750, probably not a good idea in this, but a small mirrorless camera, stellar. Okay, one other thing. Here's your surprise of the day. I'm recording this because I'm recording it this way. This is not strictly a podcast per se. This is more like a YouTube cast, right? So yesterday we went to Joann's and my wife got a buttload of yarn for her yarn projects. And I went to a store down the way and I got this. I don't drink. normally. I mean, this bottle of whiskey probably lasts me 6 months to a year. That's how much I don't drink that much. But tonight I'm going to sample this because I saw this and I said, I've got to get that. That's $15. Sheepdog peanut butter whiskey. Never heard of it. Never tried it. I might hate this. So this is a pure reaction video. I told my wife that I was going to do this. I guess all I have to do is that. Gee, I was prepared to do it like a high price. See, that's how much I drink. I don't know. All right, so I do have a shot glass. And I have some sheepdog. Wow. It doesn't really smell like peanut butter. Let's see if it tastes like peanut butter. All right. So here it is. My first test. Peanut butter whiskey. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do this. Wow. Wow. Okay, so maybe I won't do it. Maybe I should sip it. By the way, this is 70 proof, which means it's about 35 by volume, 35% alcohol. All right, this time I'm going to sip it. You saw my I don't drink, so that's why I had that reaction, but okay, it's more like a liqueur. I think if this would be really good on ice. And I think that I could make a pound cake and put this on top of the, like those cakes that you get that's like in liqueur. I mean, this is really sweet. It's not thick like a liqueur, but it tastes like a liqueur. I'm going to have to give this a thumbs up. It's $15 for this bottle, which is not bad. And it's something that I think I might have a shot of this before I paint. That's kind of good. I don't know. It's different. I am going to try to cook with it, though. Wow. All right. One last thing. All right. Yeah, I'm pulling out my Bible. I'm pulling out my Bible because I told you the power of positive thinking can come from the Bible. And when you talk about the things that you love, not about the things that you hate, if you speak life, it is very biblical to say that. When people talk about the power of positivity, as a 30-year survivor of stage 4 melanoma, treated at MD Anderson Cancer Center in Houston, Texas when I was 25 years old, I want to tell you that the secret of life is looking at life with a positive lens. So here, this comes from Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. Okay, so finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Power of positive thinking is biblically based. Talk about the things that you love. Think about the things that you love. Find the good and the bad. That's something my mother taught me always. Look for beauty where there is none thought to exist, which is my motto of my photography. And it's carrying over into my art. I found out one other thing while I agreed to my wife's request that I go to acrylic paint instead of oil paint. I agreed because I know the secret of Thomas Kincaid's painting method. He painted his underpainting, he painted in acrylic. Then he shot with an airbrush. His light effects are acrylic. And then he finished blending in certain areas of the painting with oil. And he gave some aspects, where you get the buttery oil buildup, the brush stroke. So it looks like an oil painting, but it's really an acrylic painting with airbrushed acrylics finished in oil and then lacquered. I need an airbrush. I don't have that yet. But before I go there, I think that I want to work into that. So, yeah, I'm going to be showing more of that, especially here during the pandemic. I am going to paint. I'm going to be testing out this director's set grip gear. First, I'm going to do it on my own paintings before I do my wife's stuff. I'm trying to get her to start a YouTube channel. But in the meantime, if you subscribe to this channel, watch my videos, then I will be able to help my wife. That's my plan. And I'm going to paint. I'm going to talk about the Bible. I'm going to talk about the spirits of good and evil, of demons and angels, because they exist. They are real. And if you doubt that, just turn on one of your favorite news channels and watch evil incarnate. There is good and there is bad. And the belief in God will give you a reference point to decide what is good and what is bad, because without God, you have no reference point, and you will wind up being in the street pummeling somebody or walking by somebody on the sidewalk. And, well, that wasn't supposed to happen. But you walk somebody like that guy in New York. He walked by an old lady and punched her as if nothing. And then looked behind him as he continued walking forward. That is evil. That's evil. Eschew that stuff. Put that stuff aside. God is real and God is good, and good always wins. My wife asked me, Jeff, how can you be so positive about things are going to work out? Because things will work out, because goodness always triumphs over evil. Always. Throughout history, good always wins. Yes, there are times when it seems bleak. Yes, there are times of turmoil and conflict. Good will win. Anyhow, with that, here's where I'm supposed to show this logo. My name is J.W. Spencer, and this is my first attempt at doing this like this. I'm going to do something similar to this, but you'll see me with my headsets. I'm going to be talking about different subjects, and I'm going to share with you the good news. Man, that liquor's pretty strong. I'm going to share with you the good news about life, about living life with purpose, living life, and centering your life on three things: God, family, community. And there you go. Y'all have a good night. Until next time, I'm J.W. Spencer. God bless.